Hi there guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing very well indeed. Thank you ever so much for tuning in and welcome back to our Airport City gameplay here on the Game Insight desktop version. Things are going great. I've just allowed a little bit of time to elapse here so the planes from Cyprus come back a little bit sooner in the video. We've got 2 more guest planes to land. I know that I can land them both because I've just checked. Let's go ahead. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Oh, we might actually be able to complete the Botanical Curiosities at some point, depending on whether we can get one of those in the next couple of hours. Highly doubt it, because the drops are rubbish for the event, especially when not using bonuses. I think that's the idea, though, isn't it? They want you to use the bonuses to be proficient in the event. So that is very likely as to why the drops are pants. Just looking at neighbours, I've decided that I've had to drop one of the neighbours because they've been a little bit too sleepy for me, but I have added a new one. So he's here, or he or she, don't know, but it's Tori Usher over here is the new neighbour. We're going to go ahead and do the rounds. So if anyone's got any event buildings, then obviously I'm going to visit those. Actually, let's just zoom out a little bit here. The big problem, really, is identifying them. Oh, actually, they are event buildings, and so is that. That's a greenhouse. Okay, that'll do. Extra hamsters, of course, very, very useful. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to go and visit the spacey buildings, as per usual. Nice, okay. Just because it's easier to visit the spacey buildings to pick up those collections. Right, so, Tori Usher, let's take a look at this airport. Oh, actually quite a cool little size. Town Hall actually built a power plant at the back there. Solar power station, that's quite a lot of airport cash. Apart from that, though, it all looks quite interesting. I like the tower blocks. Some of these are really good, actually. I like some of these tower blocks. The roundhouse looks quite cool. The bearing wall house is quite tall. I'm quite a fan of tower blocks, I'm not going to lie. Even in real life, I quite like tower blocks, and I like big cities and things like that. So, quite a nice upgrade to the terminal there as well. Any spacey stuff? Yeah, you got a few spacey buildings here. That gave me absolutely nothing. Classic. Okay, just trying to find some event buildings, but I don't think there are any, because not everyone's trying the event, of course. So I think I'm just going to visit these 2 mansions here, pick up some shoes, which we did not have before that, so may possibly be able to complete the Running Wild collection. Also going to send the Tori Usher 5 passengers. How about that? There we go. Right, let's go visit Stager. Oh yes, this is the big spread out one. Look at this. What the hell? That looks really weird. I don't know whether I like that or not. That's really odd. That's really, really odd. Okay, there's actually some zoos here. That's kind of cool. There's also an aviary. Okay, so a couple of hamsters from there. That's nice. There's also a planetarium there. Excellent. The planetarium usually there's lots of collections that you can get items from the planetarium, so it's worth visiting the planetarium if possible. Okay, some more level 3 zoos. Excellent. Is that part of it? Oh, the panda park is actually part of the event. Okay, okay. We'll just keep on visiting these because I think we actually want to try and get more hamsters to get that 150 fuel. We're not trying to do it for the event, we're trying to do it for the 150 fuel. I haven't actually built any of the event buildings in my own city here because I haven't actually been very successful with the event. Not that I've actually been trying to go for it either. So I think I might just, I'll tell you what, we're going to pick up 4 units of extra fuel and I'll visit a mansion to pick up some extra passengers. So that's going to be very helpful for when we do these flight speed ups here. The small village actually has some buildings over here as well. Okay, we'll visit those. And then we'll just do the spacey ones, I think. Let's do the cosmic fuel stations. Actually, some decent drops there. And we've got another reputation level, which is great, which means we can visit 1 extra person. We don't have that many neighbours at the moment, but yeah, we can visit 1 extra person now, which is good. I'm just going to visit the... where is it? The level 3. Ugh, didn't give me anything. Okay, apart from that, there are event buildings over here. Excellent. Okay, so let's go back. So suddenly we've probably got a hell of a lot more hamsters. Oh, I was going to do that, but then I completely forgot that our planes are due back. Here they come from Cyprus. Fantastic. Okay, so how are we doing now? Excellent. We only need 10 more hamsters. That's fantastic. So we just need to land 10 gas planes, essentially, is what we need to do. No problem there. We can do that. That will give us 150 fuel, and then we can really speed up a few flights. That is what we want to do on top of the fuel that we've got here. Yeah, jolly good. Okay, so let's make the dive then. Let's go ahead and fly to Marrakech. Assuming that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. I'm probably pronouncing it really wrong. Excellent! We can complete the Paradise Island. Nice. Okay, gives us another comfort class bonus, which we potentially could have activated if we're going to speed up half of these flights to get masses of money. We'll have to look into that at some point and see whether maybe we should activate one of those bonuses. I tend to just stockpile them and never use them, which is really bad. But it's just one of those things that tends to happen. Okay, let's reject the Hawk. We'll land the Owl. The Turkish coast flight is due back in 1.5 minutes, so we'll definitely we'll get on that as well. We could potentially speed up 1 or 2. It's 12. How much it is to speed up a flight here. 20. Okay, I thought it was 24, but no, it's 20. So if I spent 40 fuel, that would take us down to 12, which means we could fly one more directly. But then we've also got to bear in mind that we're going to send our Owl plane back out here. That's the other thing to consider, is we do want to send that plane back out. We don't want to have that plane idling. That's why I want this 150 fuel. That's why I want it, because then I don't have to rely on the fuel station to actually pick up these things here. So yeah, I won't speed them up just yet, because I do want to send the Owl plane back out. I think what we want to... Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to send the Owl plane back out, rack up a bit of fuel. In fact, I can collect from here once we send the Owl plane back out. We can rack up a bit more fuel, and then we can try and get the guest planes in order to get the 150 fuel. So if we max out our fuel, then pick up the 150, then we can speed up about 4 flights, which would be really grand, actually. Is that going to be... No, we've already got one of those. Oh, it's annoying. I would like to complete that just once. I think I did on my other airport, but I would like to complete it on this one. Here comes the Turkish coast plane. Excellent, land that one as well. Let's keep a high turnover of planes here. He's... Ooh, I thought he was just going to drive straight through him there. It's quite a glitch, that, actually, when they do that. Good. Okay, right. Turkish coast. Fantastic, which means we can complete this mission. 70 coins. Fantastic. Great stuff. Okay. Moving forward with the missions. Being golden bracelets from the Turkish coast. Okay, well, we're still flying there anyway, so obviously we want the stars as well. So we're definitely going to want to keep flying to the Turkish coast. The other thing is we also rack up these landing lamps, because you always get a landing lamp from the Turkish coast. And by racking up the landing lamps, we can then put ourselves in a position where if we do want to pursue one of the Alliance flights in the future that requires landing lamps, we'll have a nice big bank of them, so we don't have to keep flying to other... Like, say you had to fly 20 flights to a destination that needed landing lamps, but you only had 15 landing lamps, you would have to find other ways to get them, so you can send them to neighbours and hope they send them back, but obviously if you can't do that, then in the meantime you would have to fly to the Turkish coast to pick up landing lamps. And we don't want to have to do that, so yeah, we will just continue to fly to the Turkish coast here. It's in the missions anyway, so it's fine. We need the stars, so I'm not bothered. There's just so many benefits to flying to the Turkish coast. It's a great flight. It's one of my favourite ones, because it lasts for half an hour. It's not a particularly long flight. You can get quite a few of them in. It's actually good money for flying there. It is one of the better flights, I find. It's a good staple. You could build quite a decent airport by flying 4 or 5 planes just to the Turkish coast. You could plod along quite nicely doing that. Obviously, you would run out of space for the landing lamps, but you could then use those same planes to just sort of fly interim to places like Washington, for example. You could do that. I have never seen a plane wait in the middle here. Because he's going all the way around. That was one of the guest planes. I thought I landed another one. That's the first time I've ever seen a plane wait in this middle section here. And it's because it bugged out, and he had to go all the way around. That's what you know. Excellent. Okay. 3 more hamsters. Not quite enough yet, I don't think. Also, a drop for Path to Passion, although we already have one of those, which is a bit of a shame. How many more do I have to land here? 3 more. Okay, and then we can pick up the 150 fuel, and then we can start speeding flights up. It does not help that we keep getting Hawks. We're about halfway to the big runway, the level 3 runway. I say big because the level 3 runway is longer than the level 2. I think it comes out to about here somewhere. It's a bit longer, so that's why I say that. And as I said before, we will upgrade the one at the back as well, because it means any of the Hawk planes will travel to this back runway and not hold up the first one, which is a mistake that I made on my other airport, where I upgraded the one on the left first. And so if you had 3 Hawk planes and then 2 Owls behind it, the Hawk planes would all take off on this one and wait, and so the 2 Owls are just stuck at the back. Whereas if this one was operational and the Hawks were using that one, they can all cross over here, the plane can wait here, they can cross over here, and they can clear this space a lot faster before... so that way the Owl planes can use this one, whilst the Hawks go across to here and use this one. So it's just more efficient to upgrade the one on the right first, in terms of allowing the planes to get out of the way of other planes, which is something I learnt the hard way. Gee whiz, the amount of congestion that I've come across with gas planes. That being said, I'm not helping myself, because I land gas planes in a weird way. I sort of clump them together and collect them all together at the same time. Whereas a more efficient player would say, okay, here's one landing now, I'll collect this one, get this one out, and do it one at a time, and cycle them around. So I just like to clump them together and get them all into one go. Mostly the reason for that is because on the older version of the game on Facebook, if you tallied up collections, you got bonus coins. So there was a counter, so if you collected five things in a row, it would give you, I don't know, 5 coins bonus. If you collected 10 things in a row, it would give you a 10 coin bonus, and it racked up all the way up to 100 coins. So that's the real reason I do it. It stems from those days where I allowed multiple collections to build up in one go, and then collected them all in one go to get the bonus coins. So that was why I used to do it, and it sort of, even though it's not a feature anymore, I still sort of carry on with it. It's just a thing. I don't know why. I don't need to, but it's just a thing, and I always seem to play like I quite happily sort of just sit here for a while, take a chill little break, and then collect everything in one go and start doing new things. I think that's sort of a more relaxing way of playing the game, but obviously it's a recipe for congestion of planes, because you get planes stacking up in and around here, especially if guest planes land at the same time as your own, which has happened a few times, and they just pile up. One thing we haven't done for a little while here is speed up the sports shop. Speed up your highest earning building where possible to get the lucrative extra stuff. Thermometer, okay, excellent. A watch towards the smart and smarter. But otherwise, we can go ahead and take this now. Fantastic. Okay, masses of bonus fuel, which is super stuff for us, because it means we can now speed up these planes. I'll just wait for these guest planes to get out of here first, before we do that, because obviously these planes have got to land. So we'll wait for these guys to clear off before we do that. What have we got here? 31 minutes. Yeah, we're not going to wait 31 minutes. We're going to speed up. I mean, you can speed up 40, 80, 120. Plus 12 times 6. 12 times 6. 72. 192 fuel, so we could speed up 6 flights. Presuming, of course, we've got the passengers to be able to do that. So, okay, so speed up, speed up, speed up. Excellent. I could also maybe do a cheekaroo here and do a 30% speed up there, just for free. There we go, look at that. 12 minutes to go. Superb stuff. How often... Oh my god, I didn't even know that was a feature. That's gotta expire at some point, surely. You can only do that a certain number of times. There's no way in hell you can constantly keep doing that. Oh boy, that can't be right. That, as I said, that must like the shops. You have a limited amount of speed ups in a day. It's got to be the same for that as well. Surely they can't let you keep doing that. Otherwise, that is one of the biggest glitches going. Oh dear, I just exposed a massive glitch. Oh dear. Okay, these planes are here, but the counter's already started, so I've got no hesitation in doing this. There we go. All of a sudden those planes miraculously disappeared, and here they are! Oh, that's funny. Okay, right, collect over here. Whoops, selected the wrong building. Yeah, we should have enough passengers to do it 6 times. That's funny though. Oh, that is funny. Right, refuse. How long until... Oh dear. See, I sped it up so much, and it's only got 2 minutes. I've completely lost track of how long we got until that plane is due. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. Looks like we have to repair. Okay, I haven't got too many of those. Should probably maybe... I think you can send those as gifts, though. So, we will probably do that. So if I speed up again, that's 40, plus 24 is 64. That'll be fine. Although, plus the 14 to send that out, 74, 77. Okay, 77, and we've only got 73, but then we do also have the fuel station that's completing as well. So we should have enough fuel to speed these two up one more time and send the owl plane back out. We should do. Right, let's just reject that. Although we can land this guy, of course. So yeah, let's just hold off on speeding those just for 2 minutes. We'll land this guy. This was a passenger one, I think, but we'll collect these 2 guest planes and get them out of here. By the time that the owl plane arrives back, we can speed up those 2. Oh, hello! We actually had a drop from a cloud. Wow, that doesn't happen. Cool. Okay, not complaining. Also, oh, we've already got loads of those, so it's the jaw and the foot we're after for the ancient reptile. Okay, never going to remember that, but... Just hoping for 2 in a row there. Did you see that? Okay. Also, actually, how long... Yes. I completely forgot about that. That changes things quite considerably. May have to see... Oh, we've got 5 more minutes on that. May have to see if we can squeeze in another 2 speed-ups. That's entirely possible. Okay, we'll see if we can do that in the next episode. But that's it for now then. So cheers for watching, guys. This has been Submatic Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series, and join me next time for more from the Airport City Game Insight desktop app here, where we are attempting to push for one of the missions anyway in the Alliance weekly missions. See you later.